Hi guys, today I will talk about one of the best indie games released in the industry. The game is Hollow Knight, developed by Team Cherry. Hollow Knight told us about a kingdom of hollowness, a fallen kingdom at the moment to start. We can see the kinematic about the call being felt for a little night. This is the protagonist of this game. At the moment to start, the game receives us with a heavy atmosphere that surrounds. There's the mode of Bleak Village, where the first NPC receives us at the moment to talk with him. We can understand the reason for the problem of lack of villagers in the place. To the large of the time, a lot of books have been adventured to discover hollowness and his treasures, but nobody has returned. Process. Exploring the place, we can find some books that enemies and bosses that are guarding some locations. At first it was all a bit confusing. Since we found a little book that had been controlling orange smoke, and the moment to wake up to the trance, he told us that his name is Sly, and it is a seller that had a past and they no prefer don't say. Intentions of a wake up of the dreamers, she fight with us to protect a little that remains of hollowness, but her try is insufficient to stop us. While we travel for hollowness, we can find story pieces that they can help us to uh, tell the history. In our method of wake up the dreamers, we found a book that is remarkably similar to us. This book observing our traveler, checking our interactions. Her name is Hornet, and she's a middle sister of us, daughter of Hera, the queen of spiders, and the Pally King, our father. She presents herself on the mark of the judges, our actions and our. In their time, Hollowness was a once prosperous and powerful thanks to the forks known as the Radiance, a luminous being worshipped as a goddess. Over time, the rulers of Hollowness, the Pale King, arriving from beyond. He brought knowledge, civilization, and a new purpose to the insects, to abandon their worship of the Radiance and follow him instead. But the Radiance never truly vanished, and her influence began to corrupt minds, springing as an infection that turned the inhabitants into a meatless husk. To stop, the Pale King decided the plan to create vessels, beings empty of the will and emotion, capable of stirring the Radiance within themselves. Among these items was the one we know as Hollow Knight, one of the many vessels, though not a perfect one. When the infection rose, the Hollow Knight was sealed away with the radiance inside, thought a great sacrifice for a time hollowness in new peace. But the sail began to awaken as said that our protagonist appears, the Knight, another vessel like the Hollow Knight. Knowing this information, we arrive at the Black Egg, decide in end with the infection and release the hollowness. We found our brother chained and infected for his destiny. This is how we feed him and start a fight fully of sentimentality and parallels. The early perfection versus the perfect failure. The battle has prolonged and Hornet finding an opportunity opens the fissure of the Hollow Knight, giving us the opportunity of entering the mind of our brother and fight with the cause of evil. There is Radiance, the god fallen in misfortune. The battle is tough, but in restraining at the help of the void, we can finally. Hollow Knight is a game fully of parallels and sentimentalities. That we see though as an empty vessel, we see the fall and the rebirth from an abandoned and depressed place. Its gameplay full of immersion makes us delve deeper into the universe, either listening of the stories of all the Hollowness inhabitants, or discovering the history of the creative data. It's for this and much more that Hollow Knight has become for the industry and an example for what can be achieved with a little dedication or love for your project. For me, it was become my favorite Metroidvania.
Well, that's all for the video. See you in the next time. Thanks for your attention.